ESTJ. Number 1. The ruler. They seek power and therefore desire and exert control. They often actively look for and find themselves in roles of authority, but more generally, positions that require responsibility. They aren't afraid of this and lean into it. They are innately charismatic, commanding, and have a knack for understanding the politics of the interpersonal. The ruler seeks to wrestle chaos into order, valuing stability and structure. Their fatal flaw is being authoritarian. The Enneagram types that match best with the ruler are the Type 8 and the Type 1. ISFP and INFJ. Number 2. The creator or artist. They make things, and are driven by the need to realize a vision or express themselves creatively. They are innovators. At any given point, the creator has a multitude of projects in motion. Work they are passionate about is their lifeblood. They seek out vehicles of expression, mediums with which to articulate an emotion or truth. Despite the vibe of this archetype seeming bohemian, they are at risk of being workaholics, too obsessive, and perfectionistic. Their fatal flaw is leaving things unfinished. The Enneagram type that matches best with the creator is the Type 4. INTP and INTJ. Number 3. The Sage. They seek erudition. To them, knowledge is power, insight is exhilarating, and there is no such thing as too much information to feast upon. Their philosophy is, where there is understanding, there is peace. One of their great goals in life is, or ought to be, to share what they know. If you want answers, they are often the best people to come to, making them mentors of the highest order. Their fatal flaw is overthinking, at the expense of practicality. The Enneagram type that matches best with the Sage is the Type 5. INFP. Number 4. The Innocent. They represent a sense of purity and optimism. At least to my mind, they are quite zen in nature, happy to be, at peace with embracing things as and for what they are. They both possess and inspire childlike wonder. There is an inherent sincerity to them. They seem either untouched by, or somehow having a core that is immune to the disillusionment of life. Their fatal flaw is naivety, or having too much faith in the goodness of people. The Enneagram type that matches best with the Innocent is the Type 9. ENFP. Number 5. The Explorer. These types are the freedom lovers of the world. They display a hyper-independence. If someone turns up randomly in your life, drags you into an adventure, then disappears for a long time, until showing up out of the blue for the next adventure, then yeah, they fit this archetype. They yearn for the new. That could be endless job hopping, extensive travel, or just experiencing new things. Their fatal flaw is perpetual wanderlust, and therefore, a lack of solid foundations beneath them. The Enneagram type that matches best with the Explorer is the Type 7. ESTP and ISTP. Number 6. The Rebel or Outlaw. They challenge authority, fight against the status quo, and seek small or large-scale revolution. In a phrase, they break rules. They are mavericks who circumvent or actively try to bring down the system. They have the strength of character to fight for what they believe is right in an unjust system. If the systems and structures of society become corrupt, these are the people we turn to. Because of their traits, they are very much boundary pushers, and often chaotic. Their fatal flaw is that they can be destructive without contributing to the rebuilding of something new. The Enneagram type that matches best with the Rebel is the Type 8, and also the counterphobic Type 6. ESFP. Number 7. The Hero. They embody courage, perseverance, and a sense of honor. Driven by the need to prove themselves, overcome obstacles, and achieve something great, their calling card is to be brave in the face of fear. They seek out situations that will test their character, i.e., chances to show what they're truly made of. The hero's fatal flaw is pride or hubris to the point of having, as you might have guessed, a hero complex. No Enneagram type in particular stood out to me for the hero, but I think the Type 8, Type 6, and Type 1 could all work. ENFJ. Number 8. The Lover. They represent passion and devotion and crave connection, whether that's with a partner, friends, or family. The lover seeks intimacy, often driven by the lust for pleasure in all its forms. They want to be wanted. Their fear about being disconnected and isolated might be a recipe for lots of short-lived love affairs, when something more secure isn't available. Their fatal flaw is letting dependency take hold and bending too much to others. The Enneagram type that matches best with the lover is the Type 2. ENTP. Number 9. The Jester. They live in the moment with full enjoyment, humour, and playfulness. They are usually freewheeling, swashbuckling, and somewhat hedonistic. Although superficially, they are exponents of laughter and lightheartedness, this cleverly conceals their attacks on conventional wisdom and the hypocrisy of people and society at large. Their fatal flaw is a lack of seriousness towards, well, anything. and not embracing responsibility. The Enneagram type that matches best with a Jester is the type 7. ESFJ and ISFJ. Number 10. The Caregiver. Paragons of self-sacrifice and altruism. Their generosity is palpable to the people close to them. They have the tendency to want to rescue people. They desire being needed and gain a strong sense of purpose from that. Their fatal flaw is to neglect self-care, overextending themselves to the detriment of their own well-being. The Enneagram types that match best with the Caregiver are the type 2 and type 9. ENTJ. Number 11. The Magician. Magicians seek power through the mastery of skills and sometimes illusions too. They have natural charisma which they weaponize to move people in the ways they want, be that as a mentor for the proverbial heroes of the story or for their own ends entirely. They are people adept in the art of transformation. Their fatal flaw is overconfidence in their powers and an over-reliance on perception and trickery. The Enneagram type that matches best with the Magician is the type 3. ISTJ. Number 12. The Everyman. Honest, authentic, and fair. One of the best types to be the central character in a grand epic, even more so than the hero, since the Everyman's so-called hero's journey is more profound. They desire fairness and treat people, be they kings or common folk, the same. In other words, the Everyman treats everyone else like an Everyman too. Their fatal flaw is choosing to blend in too much and not taking the chance on life, instead waiting for life to force change and growth out of them. The Enneagram types that match best with the Everyman are the type 6 and the type 9. Let me know down below your personality type, your Enneagram type if you know it, and what Jungian archetype you think fits you best. Also, please join the subscriber archetype. It is objectively the best one. And if you want some archetypal mayhem, then join the Love Who Discord server. The link for that is down below.